Thank you for tuning in and welcome to another Frostgrave review. Once again we are traveling back in time a bit. And now we're going to take a look at the Frostgrave Folio. And this will be a multi-part review.
Yeah.
Because there is actually several small supplements in here. And we're going to...
review all of them.
To review all of them, but one video at the time.
Yeah. So today is Hunt for the Golem.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we bought this mini campaign as a PDF when it first came out.
And all the supplements in Folio can be bought as PDFs except for the last one.
Yeah.
Which is exclusive to Folio. Yes. So the Golem.
The Golem.
The Golem. We have a Golem. This is our Golem.
Yeah.
Yes.
It says the Granite Golem, so I painted up this guy from Reaper Bones as exactly that.
That's exactly that, yes. And the Golem is, well, going back to the founding days of Felstad.
Yeah, there is actually some cool backstories to this mini campaign.
So, once there was an enchanter-made army of granite golems built to take stone from the surrounding mountains and form it into blocks to build the city.
Yeah.
But that's a long time ago, and well, when the city was built, then most of them were discontinued.
Taken apart for parts.
Yes. So, but one golem survived, and then there was the spell frost thingy that happened to Felstad, which made it into Frostgrave. And this poor little fella
got caught in the ice.
Yeah, frozen solid. And now that everything is thawing, it's alive once more.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it.
And I'd like to just, before we get into the details, say we played. This is actually the campaign we played the most.
Yes.
And we had a lot of fun with it, even though none of us ever played through with an enchanter.
Yeah, because that's one of the things with most of these scenarios. They give some love to some of the wizard types.
Yeah, they're basically balancing out stuff. Joseph said himself that he added the Hunt for the Golem because he felt that that the constructs were underpowered.
And they are.
They are. So if you're playing with constructs, even if you're not an enchanter but just have the create construct spell, I'd recommend to go through this at least once to pick up a few items to give them some oomph.
Oomph. Definitely. Alright, there are 3 scenarios in this mini campaign.
Yes. And they're not requiring a whole lot. I mean,
no.
It's playable without having to go through a hobby nightmare.
Yes. Should we just go into it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's get into detail. Get that iPad out.
Yes. So, first scenario. Well, of course, for Hunt for the Golem, you need the Golem. You need a Golem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the first scenario, the attack side, you need 10 corpse markers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish Joe would use those corpse markers in more scenarios.
Yes.
Because I kind of want to make them, but they're not really used a whole lot.
No. We just use cultists that is tipped over.
Yeah, last time we just tipped over some cultists, and before that we used unpainted, unassembled minis.
Yes.
Because without bases on, to just be corpses.
Yeah. Then you need 2 zombies and a spare thug. And that's it for the first scenario.
And then a regular table for Frostgrave.
Yes. Yes, there is that. Second scenario, field research. Well, you need a garden. a frozen garden. So 6 to 8 statues, perhaps some fountains, monuments, small ruins, small buildings, no second level, and I
recommend small Christmas trees.
Yes. So whatever you have, pretty much. But scarce terrain.
Yeah, but if you play through the main rulebook, you will have statues and stuff to put out,
and you can definitely use those again. The thing about the statues, they can be controlled if one of the wizards playing the scenario has that spell. And if not, then you don't really need the statues.
Yeah, but it makes the garden look right.
Yeah. So, that's it. That's the second scenario. And now on for the third. The House of the Golem. And for this you need a ruined factory. And of course you don't have that. So, you need a dense maze-like structure full of rubble and broken machinery. Well,
but
machinery
you can make this with your regular ruins.
Yes, and some multi-level terrain is appropriate, it says.
But again, you should have that if you have a table for Frostgrave.
Definitely. So usually regular terrain and just form some larger building-like structure in the middle of the board and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's what we do. So no, we do not have some fantasy-like machinery lying around.
We have these two.
That's not machinery, dear. I'm not even sure what it is, but yeah, we have those.
I picked them up from somewhere.
Yeah. But that's it. That's what you need. So, and that is probably one of the reasons why we've played through this more than once.
Yeah, also, it's just fun scenarios.
It's fun scenarios, definitely.
And there's loot. And
so,
for me, even though I haven't played through as somebody who made constructs, it's still fun to get unique loot.
Well, I love unique loot. So, should I go through them?
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd like to know, but if you're anything like me, you would like to know what special, unique loot you can get from this scenario. So first off, the Construct Hammer. It is a double-handed magical weapon for medium or large constructs. So double-handed, extra damage.
Yeah. And magical attacks, right?
Oh, yeah, that too. Then there are Construct Oil. +1 permanent movement for constructs, and there are 3 doses in there. So even though it is permanent, if your construct goes out of order, you can cast it on the next one as well. Or you can have several constructs, of course.
Of course.
Yes. And +1 movement is definitely worth
they
the
need
effort,
that.
because they're slow.
They're too slow for my liking.
Yes. A Mind Wrench is a +1 to control construct. So to cast the spell control construct, then you get +1.
Yeah, that's the only item I feel you wouldn't want to spend an item slot on.
Probably not. But
unless you get it very
quite
early.
Sure, it counts as a base upgrade.
No.
No. No.
No.
All right. Then the True Stroke Chisel. +1 to animate construct.
This one can be stored in the vault.
Yes. Okay, so that's a base upgrade.
Basically, yes.
Basically. Then there are Book of the Construct.
Oh, the True Stroke Chisel. You forgot to say what it does.
Oh! +1 to animate construct. Yes.
and it doesn't help to have several of them.
No.
You can just have the one.
Book of the Construct. Cast enchant weapon on a construct. It can't be embedded though.
No.
So you have to cast it every game.
But it's a way to give a construct +1 fight and again magical attacks.
Yes. And finally, the Script of the Golem.
Which cannot be bought but can be looted from the golem itself.
Yes. It's +2 health to animated constructs.
Which is quite nice too.
That's awesome.
So with these items, an enchanter actually starts to get really interesting, and I kind of like that they need items to make it interesting because they're enchanters.
Yes.
They need enchanted items and stuff like that.
Yeah, it definitely has the right feeling to it. And I think I also have a feeling that these items make sense.
Yeah. I like this whole little expansion a lot, and I kind of want to paint up some dwarfs for somebody to play.
You've said that for years, dear.
Yeah, and we do have some lovely skyboard dwarfs.
We do have a lot of dwarfs.
Yeah.
It's yeah. We've been collecting.
And we do have a lot of painted constructs.
We do. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this.
A short review for a short supplement.
Yes. This is definitely one of our favorites. It's highly recommended, and as we go on in this Frostgrave Folio, you'll realize that we can't say that about all the supplements.
We have had them all as they were released on PDFs, but have simply chosen not to play most of them.
Because there are some of them that requires, very specific terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you'll see about that. Next time we will.
A lot of people have said if you can only get one supplement for Frostgrave, get Folio. I kinda agree, because it does add a lot to the.
Next time we will review sellswords,
which is perhaps the supplement that changes the game the most.
Then the Dark Alchemy, which
changes the game a whole lot too.
Yes, and most people play with the changes that is introduced in Dark Alchemy.
And so should we probably when we start our next campaign.
Yes, and then there are Arcane Locations, which is unplayable. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And finally, the Ravages of Time, which is unique to Folio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once again, a huge thanks to Etienne from Asmodee Games.
Yes. Thank
you
for
giving us a complete set of the books. So we now have 2 of everything.
Yes.
Which is the reason why we thought of doing these reviews. And let us know below if you played Hunt for the Golem, what you think about it. And other than that, not much else to say.
No.
That was that.
See you soon.
Yeah, see you at least next week for another review. And till then, take care and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.